It's ABA Championship Basketball. From Market Square Arena in Indianapolis, Indiana, it's the Kentucky Colonels and the Indiana Pacers with TV 11 sportscaster Van Vance. Colonels, Van Vance.
It's ABA Championship Basketball from the Market Square Arena in Indianapolis, Indiana. Good evening, everyone. This is Van Vance with our colleague Walt Simon for the fourth game of the championship series, 1974-75 style in the red, white, and blue league. It's a Norman Drucker and Ed Rush are the officials, and the tip goes out of bounds. The ball will be given to the...
The same three officials. Ed Middleton is over there working the clock. This is going to be quite a controversial night after today's decision.
Will Jones takes it in low to Gilmore. The big man on the post has been working well in the series. To Issel, quick jump shot. Some contact and steps on Gilmore. Speed and offense in there for Indiana. Keller with the ball, overhead pass. McGinnis, he shoots, but it doesn't go. And there's McLean. Kentucky run out. Fast break. Jones had the step. McLean doesn't risk the pass. In the corner to Issel. He fires quickly. Rebounded by Jones. It goes up. Hillman blocks it, a jump ball.
Got it.
The tips to Gilmore. He can't handle it, and it comes out to Kevin Joyce. KJ, the bearded one, to Keller, to Dr. Dunk, but he missed the driving shot. Gilmore to McLean. Kentucky run out the other way. These two teams like to run and shoot. It's been a very exciting series, to say the least. Ted McLean, 6'3", Tennessee State. He's the playmaker for the Colonels. They go into a deliberate offense to Dampier. Dampier can't take it to Issel. Now he gets it into the big man. Over McGinnis. He shoots, and it in and out of there. Darnell Hillman has the rebound. Indiana to Keller. Keller's got him running a lot more as he's into front court. Leaves it for Kevin Joyce. Kevin Joyce from South Carolina, a native of the New York area. Quite a successful offensive guard in the ABA. Just finished his second year. To Billy Knight, the rookie from Pittsburgh. His college coach is here tonight. Knight drives it off to Hillman. Out of the corner, he shoots and hits.
Pacers draw first blood. I don't know, Van, do you think these two referees, because of that decision, are going to show any partiality tonight?
Well, I think they're both, yeah, you pitch me a question like that. It's Issel over to Dampier. Dampier holds the ball over his head. Back to Issel. McGinnis is caught on a push, his first of the night. I'll let you answer that question.
Van, I just worry about those kind of things.
Watching as the action goes to McLean into Gilmore. Gilmore, a double team on him. He takes a dribble to McLean. Teddy in the corner is going to take the shot and hit it.
McLean's offense is really coming around. It's making a difference. They can't back off and double-team Gilmore anymore with him shooting like that.
We've tied it up at 2-all with 10:08, and Billy Keller to Kevin Joyce. Joyce from out front, his jumper goes. And Indiana begins to burn the nets in the first quarter of play with 10 minutes to go. 4-2, the Pacers are up. Kentucky won 5 of the 8 games in the regular season. Gilmore in low. He's got his good position on his jump shot. As he goes up, there'll be a hold, and the Indiana... And with 9:50 remaining on the clock in the first quarter, the score, Indiana 4, Kentucky 2. For example, he's hitting 76%. He gets both of them, and the score is 4-4 as the Colonels tie it up against the Indiana Pacers. With the ball is George McGinnis, and Joyce has a three that misses, an air ball. Hillman gets the rebound. He missed the shot. He's got it off the offensive board and ducks it. Gilmore goes down, and Hillman goes down. But the goal counts. Indiana getting on that offensive board very well, Walt.
He just used a tremendous jumping that time to beat him.
We got a bump as Jones goes into Louis Dampier. Out of the corner, he shoots and misses. Kentucky not shooting as...
get a pass in at all.
The pass in on the out-of-bounds play. Issel to Jones. Back to Dan Issel in the corner to Will Jones. Gilmore being fronted by Hillman. Hillman to Jones, and Jones cannot get through right now. And the shot clock is working down to 21 seconds. McLean shoots it in and out. Issel tips the ball to keep it alive. Keller, Jones backs after it. The ball goes out. Wanted 2 free throws, and he's letting Ed Rush know at that time. Billy Keller brings the ball into control. He's got a step on the drive, banks it up in.
This team's not going to lay down, Van. The Colonels are going to have to play with the same type of aggression they started in the first 3 games.
8-4.
Pacers are going to come back.
And we got a technical on Bobby Leonard. Ed Rush has just called it. Gets the ball out of bounds. McLean back, Jones to McLean. Gilmore floating for the turnaround hook shot. It doesn't go. He gets his own rebound. Goes for the basket. Gives it off to Issel. He hooks it up. No good. And we've got a violation under there.
Really playing them tight.
8-5, the Pacers, and Keller takes it to McGinnis. He has an injured leg. Keller, he gets by Dampier, and here's a foul on Louis Dampier of Kentucky. Now they'll probably go into that shuffle pattern. Nope, they're taking it to McGinnis. McGinnis fires quickly, and he missed it. Issel for the rebound. Big Dan Issel out to McLean. Kentucky down the middle. Teddy McLean on the break. He's going right for the basket as he goes up. He's fouled. Collision. Sideline. A little talk about what's going on out there. So when they get into the ball game, and McLean hits another shot. Joyce working quickly for the Pacers. He fires, but we've got a violation on. He works into front court. The Hound to Dan Issel high. Gilmore moving in low. Dampier hits him. Gilmore's open for the turnaround one-hander, and it won't go tonight. Underneath, the rebound foul on Artis Gilmore. The Colonels on the reaction. In the first quarter that night, he had 15 points. He has 2 tonight. Joyce gets a step. They hit him with a pass. McLean blocks it. Joyce gets the ball back again. Hillman working to Joyce. McLean tight on him. Now they swing it, and Issel steals the ball. Back to McLean. He goes by Hillman. McLean working through traffic off to Issel. He stops and fires a long one, but it won't go tonight. Hillman has it out of there to McGinnis, and here's an Indiana run out. Over to Joyce. He goes through, but he missed the shot. The rebound by Issel. It's rugged under those boards. Out to Jones to McLean. The lanes are full. Off to Gilmore. He goes up, and he's fouled by Hillman. 7:29 in the first. He put it in the basket. He has a penalty.
Indiana's getting very aggressive because we only have 7.5 minutes to go in this quarter, and already they're in foul trouble. They're in the bonus.
Gilmore hits another free throw, and Kentucky edges ahead 9-8 in the Keller to Joyce. He shoots and missed it. Issel's there for Kentucky. Indiana, a lot of perimeter shooting early tonight. Dampier up to Jones on the left wing. He floats to the corner. McGinnis checks him. Will Jones into Issel. He goes right into the big traffic and put it in. George McGinnis brings it up for the Pacers tonight. He drives into Issel, charging on Billy Knight, and
so did the ref. Did you see that?
Louis Dampier, the little colonel, the original colonel, from Southport, Indiana, to Dan Issel, Batavia, Illinois. Will Jones from McGee, Arkansas. In the corner to Issel, in low to Gilmore. Double team, right back to Issel. Out of the corner, his shot in and out, and there's Hillman for the rebound. Hillman up to McGinnis. McGinnis not going for that basket like he usually does. McGinnis setting it up, number 30. He's from Indianapolis, Indiana. Fakes a three. Will Jones on him tight. Now to Hillman. Hillman waiting for somebody to break by. Back to McGinnis. Kentucky leads by 1. Here goes George. Underneath, Hillman put it in.
Great pass by McGinnis that time. You know, Van, he's still not shooting anything like he usually shoots.
10-9. Pacers lead again with 6:19 in the first quarter. Issel sets a pick for Dampier. Louis drives off. He backs up a little bit. McGinnis has checked off on him. That means Keller is on Issel. And to Gilmore, he gets away, put it up, and another block by Indiana. Coming out of there, McGinnis, Issel after him. McGinnis loses the ball. He goes back and gets it. McGinnis, Jones got a hand on it, but it goes out of bounds. Right from Pittsburgh into Hillman. Hillman over to Joyce. Joyce, McGinnis wants the ball, and he's got it. Double teamed as Averett helps. Averett in for McLean. McGinnis turns. He fakes Jones. He shoots, and no good on the bank shot. Knight is there for the offensive rebound. He misses the shot. It's tipped out to Dampier. A 2-on-2, now a 3-on-3 break. Dampier rolls in there. He stops, and there'll be a foul on Louis Dampier of the Turtles. And in the series, we're in the first quarter, and Kevin Joyce for the Indiana Pacers, waiting for the big guy to come out. McGinnis tonight. Knight got his step. He drives on Issel. Issel blocks it. Dampier out of there. Dampier down the middle. Another 3-on-3 break. Dampier gives it to Issel, the trailer. He goes for the basket. Lays it good. It'll count on a foul on Indiana. The big man. Leading 12-10. 5:21 to go in the first quarter. Little Billy Keller working through traffic on the long pass receiving. And here's Knight going by the defense. And Hillman put it in on the follow. That's 8 points for Hillman, who's getting most of them off the offensive board in close. Louis Dampier coming back for the Colonels. Louis working against Keller. Keller likes to shadow it. Now to Averett. Averett to one of the big guys, Issel. He drives on McGinnis. And it'll be a charging foul on Dan Issel of the Colonels. That's 2 for...
Big Dan's picked up 2 this way, trying to go to the basket. He's just trying to go over. You can tell he's really hungry to win this game. He's trying real hard.
Joyce drives. Averett got him on the arm. It'll be foul number 1 on risking another technical. Stan Albeck, his assistant, comes down to pull him away. 13-12 lead. Pacers, 4:48, quarter number 1. And the ball will be thrown in by Billy Knight, Indiana rookie forward. We've had 1 technical on each coach. McGinnis for a three. It's in and out, and Gilmore is there. Gilmore to Bird Avery. We've got Kentucky running. The Bird coming down. A very quick guard. He stops in the corner to Issel, and Knight steals it. Knight coming out of there for Indiana. Dampier trying to turn him. Knight almost takes steps to Keller. He fires and got it.
Not a very smart pass that time by Bird. He was overplayed. He had another man free. He could have got it to.
They call him Billy the Kid. It's 15-12 Pacers. Issel with the ball. Kentucky is not getting the offense to the big man tonight. Dampier to Issel. Issel turns, shoots, and hits.
Big Dan really looks aggressive. He's going at that basket every time. He's going right at McGinnis. I think he knows he's hurt.
Indiana by one, 15-14 with 4:05. Keller to the corner. He misses one. Will Jones clears the board to Averett. Keller tries to turn him behind the back dribble, and the Birds on full speed. He slows it up a little. Averett fakes to Issel, gives to Gilmore. He's in there, good position. Jump shot is up, no good. His won't go tonight. Hillman out to Keller. Keller looking it over. He stops and fires a quick one. It's off the rim. Gilmore, as he gives it up to the Averett again. Kentucky's getting the breaks, but they're not cashing them in. The Bird all the way for the Colonels. Turns to the corner. Averett stops it. Into Gilmore again. Hillman using the hands. Gilmore comes across, shoots, and it goes.
Big Artist kind of palmed that one that time. He was looking for someone to pass to, and at the last minute he decided to just put it up off the backboard, right in.
I would say that was an awkward shot.
No, he planned it that way.
16-15. The Colonels go back into the lead. McGinnis flips it off tonight. He's missed it out of the corner. And Will Jones on the boards very well for Kentucky to Dampier. Thomas will be coming in as Little Louis Dampier. Dampier fakes to Jones. He gives it in to John Schaff rolling in on Knight. He turns, shoots, but it bounces off. Gilmore tips it, keeps it alive. Issel tips. The ball's knocked away out of bounds. They'll give it to Indiana. 7 remaining on the clock in quarter number 1. The score: Indiana 15, the Kentucky Colonels 16. At least, even though their team is down 0-3. Billy Keller trying to go through for the Pacers. They swing it to Boosie. 6'4" guard is into the lineup. Lenny Elmore, Hillman also into the lineup right now. To Elmore, a good outside shooter. Thomas defenses. Billy Keller, take it to Boosie on the left side. Back to little Billy Keller. Billy Keller against Bird Averett. Two very quick players to Elmore to Keller. Running the offense. He stops and fires. He's got it.
Thomas has got to play up on that pick. As soon as Keller comes across that pick, he can let that ball go.
17-16. Indiana goes back into the lead with 2:22 in number 1. Ted McLean, and Boosie is the defensive man. Ron Thomas. Gilmore brushing off underneath with Jones. Thomas is cut off on the play. A bad pass to Gilmore, and Keller comes out of there with it. Billy Keller is in the front court. Here's the head fake. He shoots on the move. Goes over the backboard, and Kentucky.
But he will shoot the one-hander.
17-16. Avery from out front. It's off the rim, and there's Hillman and Elmore up there high. We come out to Don Boosie. Boosie running for the Pacers. Boosie is in the front court. He hasn't scored much in the series. And Hillman's late coming down, so Keller waits a while. Now Billy goes on the move to the left again. He gets through on Averett, lays it up, and it came off of there. Gilmore takes it in his arms, up to McLean. Teddy across, knocked out of bounds by Ron Thomas before we end the first period. And Don Boosie from Evansville, Indiana. Pass to Elmore. Elmore against Thomas. Take it left side to Hillman. Hillman coming across. Gets a screen. He likes that one-hand jumper. It's an air ball, and Knight put it up good. Billy Knight for his first 2 tonight. And it's now 19-16 Indiana. Hubie Brown makes the call to play once as McGinnis and Joyce will come back in. McLean loses the ball. Gilmore picks it up. He goes up for the shot. Indiana blocks it. Coming out of there, Boosie. They like it in Indiana. To Keller. He stops and fires. He's missed it. And Boosie on the follow. Shoots. It won't go. Thomas and Gilmore. Jones had it. And it's picked up. There'll be a foul for Indiana. Kentucky with the ball. 48 seconds in number 1. Bird Averett angles to the right. Gives it to Thomas. Thomas looks for Gilmore. And we got a foul underneath on a moving pick. Either Jones or Gilmore under there. Number 1. Boosie takes the pass from Joyce. And here's Boosie on the move. Joyce out front. He likes to go right and shoot. There he goes. He fires, and it's in and out. Will Jones with 32 seconds hands to Averett. Hubie Brown gives the signal. One shot. Averett starts it up slowly. This has been probably Kentucky, not their worst quarter. One of the worst. I'd say the third quarter of the second game maybe was worse than this one in the series.
Van, this has been a low-scoring series. Indiana's only averaged 96 points. But Kentucky, by far, 16 points has to be their worst quarter so far.
6 seconds on the shot clock. Averett drives, double fake. Joyce got him, and he'll go to the line. Kevin from Indiana has to try to get the final shot of the quarter. McGinnis into Boosie. He's at midcourt. It's stolen. Will Jones, a long one. No good. It hit the lip of the rim. They almost picked up a last-second shot. That's the end of the first quarter of action between the Colonels and the Indiana Pacers. With the score, Indiana 19, Kentucky 18. By Hillman and 7 for Keller to lead Indiana. Gilmore jumps and tips the ball against Elmore to Dampier to Issel. He's open and dunks it.
Van, they're going to need more of those kind of shots. The Colonel shot 4 of 21 for 19% in that first quarter.
19% is the lowest I can remember Kentucky shooting this year. Knight to McGinnis. He gets away and put it in. McGinnis for his first 2 points tonight. Marvin Roberts, 6'8" forward, who's been a star in this playoff series for Kentucky, is into the lineup for Will Jones. Roberts takes the pass for McLean. Gilmore in low, and Elmore knocks the pass away. Keller coming out of there. Indiana by 1 point. Keller throws it away, and it'll come back to the Kentucky Colonels.
In there, they're trying to pass the ball into Gilmore from out front. QB Brown's yelling, throw it in from the side.
One of the rules when they started the series, shorten up the passes, and Dampier takes it into Gilmore. Gilmore waiting for Roberts to cut by. He's got the pass and driving one-on-one against Knight. Across, stolen, another bad pass, and McGinnis coming straight down the middle. Big George making his move, lays it good.
He looked real good on that one. It didn't look like the lead knee was bothering him too much, but he limped back up the court.
Indiana by 3, 23-20 with 10:54. Dampier to Roberts. Louis drives off on that basic play pattern series over to Issel. Gilmore can't get open under there. He's got to move more. He gets it in pretty good position. Fall away jump. It doesn't go. Rebound by McGinnis, and Indiana comes out of there. It's Keller straight down the middle in the break to McGinnis. He drives, stops, shoots, and he's got it. 6 for McGinnis.
Big George has got him fired up now. He could turn this game around all
on the floor. And with 10:31 remaining on the clock in the second quarter, the score is Indiana 25, Kentucky 20. The guards, Roberts, Issel, and Gilmore. As Dampier into Dan Issel, guarded by George McGinnis. To Marvin Roberts. He makes his move. He got it.
Marv has just given the Colonels great offense coming off that bench.
Running is Knight with the ball. He missed his jump shot. Gilmore on the rebound. Takes it from Elmore. To Louis Dampier across to McLean. And McGinnis steals the pass. Indiana's McGinnis on a drive. Gilmore's back. George fires on a move. He missed it. Rebound by McLean. Good numbers for Kentucky coming down. Indiana getting back on the move. And here's McLean losing the ball. Lucy coming the other way. A 3-on-1. Gilmore the one. And Knight put it in.
Good fast break that time. Ducey took to the middle, gave it to his strongest guy. McGinnis with that quick pass got it right to Knight underneath for an easy one.
27-22, 9:42 in quarter number 2. McLean to Issel. McLean cuts through across to Roberts High. To Dampier to Issel moving. Jump shot in the air. He missed it. Gilmore up with Knight. Rebound. McGinnis comes off with a loose ball. Here's McGinnis really running out of there. And McLean got a hand on the ball. Indiana will put it in play. Game as well. He had 9 in the first quarter. Keller fires and misses off the side. And here's Hillman knocking the ball away out of bounds.
Tremendous jumping, and he's all over the backboard.
Dampier into McLean, and McLean brings it up. Teddy Hound McLean to Roberts. He loses the ball, gets it back to Issel. Spread out offense for Kentucky. Roberts floating in low. Hillman one-on-one play by Roberts. The turn and a hook. Didn't go that time. Hillman another good rebound. Lucy coming down. Keller in the left wing. He's got it. He makes his move. He took steps. Kentucky gets it back as Keller hits the underhand. Seems like the Colonels are playing a little more careless on offense tonight. They're making the bad passes. McLean drives, lays it up, and it won't go again. Hillman with the ball. Underneath. Bill Keller, number 11. Backdoor, Boosie can't get the pass. Across to Hillman. They've got it spread out for McGinnis, one-on-one against Roberts. McGinnis pointing to the offense as he starts to back up. He turns, fires it, and it rolls in there.
He used his arms really well that time. He just sort of hooked Roberts with that big arm of his and spun right around him and got an easy layup inside.
Indiana's best lead by 7. Roberts to Dampier. Screened by Gilmore. Dampier drives. He's got the long one in the air. It's off the rim. And McGinnis had it. He loses it. Cuts out high and takes the pass. Billy Keller right on him. McLean gets his step in the corner to Roberts. He drives into the defense and came out of there. Just won't go in. When in, came out. McLean steals McGinnis's outlet. Kentucky coming right back. McLean stolen by Keller, and a kick will give the ball to Indiana.
Throwing the ball away.
Gilmore trying to drive for the basket. Throws it out of bounds. Indiana possession. Keller across to Boosie with 7:52, 29-22 Indiana. Boosie to Elmore. Boosie takes it to Hillman, and he loses the ball out of bounds. To Dampier. And Louis has scored 1 point tonight, so Keller has really tracked him down. Off the foot of Keller, out of bounds. Dampier to McLean in the corner. McLean drives it to Issel. He's open, and he missed it. Got to be some kind of a call under there.
Yes, I do.
29-23 as Issel puts another one in the basket. 7:34 until the half, and McGinnis will bring it up for the Pacers. Stolen by McLean. He's open as Roberts hits him under the basket. Petty lays it up and in easily.
Real fine play. McLean's really keying it out there. He's playing that tough defense. He's filling up the lanes, putting his hands where they should be, right in there to steal that ball.
Indiana by 3 is Hillman off the side. His shot won't go. McGinnis on that board. He fakes Issel. He got it.
McGinnis is yelling for a foul on that play. He believes he got hit.
10 points for George McGinnis. 31-26 Indiana. 7:03. McLean angling to the left side. Issel behind McGinnis. Gets the pass in low. His shot will not go, and Gilmore lays it in gently. 8 for Gilmore. 31-28. McGinnis goes into the defense, draws him off, and Boosie misses from out front. Issel's there for the rebound. Out to McLean. He goes by McGinnis. 3-on-2 break. McLean to Roberts. He lays it up. It's blocked, and Roberts goes down. They'll count. Called by Norman Drucker, and Roberts for 2 points.
Roberts got it up there, but he might have, yes, he trapped it against the backboard. That's why when the ball got up there on the glass, he pinned it.
Kentucky within 1 point, 31-30 Indiana, 6:32. Elmore stolen by Gilmore. Elmore gets the ball back again. Keller picks it up. And here's Keller against Dampier over to McGinnis. McGinnis to Boosie. They've got it cleared out on the right side. Elmore trying to float in low. McGinnis fires a quick one, 3. It's way short, but Boosie on the follow. Missed it, tipped underneath, batted out of there. Issel bumps Boosie, but he gets the ball over to Elmore, and he loses it out of bounds right here in our advantage. McLean. Kenny McLean starts it up with 6:09 in the second quarter. Averett will come back in for the Colonels. Kentucky trailing 31-30. Dampier looks for Gilmore. He's fronted by Elmore. Gilmore trying to get position. McLean takes it into him. Gilmore drives for the basket. Jump shot won't go again. He's got the rebound. He goes up. He put it on the rim, but a foul on Indiana. Number 53, it's good again. And Kentucky edges ahead 32-31. Boosie in backcourt. McGinnis will help bring it up again. Bounce pass to Keller. And with 5:47, Bill's going to fire a quick one. He's missed it. Rebound, Knight had it, but here's Averett picking up the ball. Dampier's down. Roberts and Issel. They leave it for Roberts, the trailer. And he takes it back to Averett. Averett driving by Knight. Goes into the big guys to Issel. He got it.
Great play that time by Bird. He penetrated well, drew the big man to him, and passed off to Issel, who was all alone.
Kentucky 34-31 with 5:24. Billy Keller to McGinnis. He gets away. He goes over Gilmore. No call under there as Roberts picks up the ball. Hands to Averett. McGinnis and Gilmore still tangled up down there. Averett across to Roberts. He rolls for the basket. Goes in low. Put it in.
Great move by Marv Roberts that time. He dribbled right around the big fella and banked in a soft one.
36-31 Kentucky. 5 minutes to go until the half. And Don Boosie coming back for Indiana. The Pacers keep running at you. Don't count them out of there. Still a very close game. Keller across to McGinnis. Perimeter to Knight. Knight one-on-one against Issel. Knight fires. He's missed it. Gilmore controls the board. Kentucky to Averett. Averett's on the move. He likes to play the fast game. Sees a little bit of a hole there. He tries to drive, and Boosie. Dampier takes the pass from Averett. Bird cuts through. Gilmore gives Issel a screen out of the stack. He shoots and hits.
Big guys are working well inside together. They're setting picks for each other. Indiana's got the hands full now.
Issel leads Kentucky with 13, and they go up 38-31. Kentucky's best advantage. Hillman will check back in. Elmore to McGinnis. He takes it into Knight. Turns, banks it up. No good. Issel foul. For Issel, the second shot is good by Billy Knight. And Kentucky leads 38-33 with 4:17 in quarter number 2. And Averett is already attacking. To Louis Dampier, right at midcourt. Keller has stayed with him every step tonight. To Roberts. He gives it back to Dampier. He's got his step on Keller, but he overshot it. And the rebound by Indiana. Hillman off to Boosie. Boosie up to Keller on the move. Keller stops and fires, banks it in.
Louis Dampier got knocked down on that play. He was a little slow getting back. Keller took full advantage of it. He quick down the court.
9 for Little Billy. He's outscored Louis 9-1 with 3:48 in the half. 38-35 Kentucky. Bird Averett on a very deliberate offense in the corner to Dampier. He fires another quick one. This one won't go, and the rebound by Hillman. Louis forcing him up a little bit right now. He shouts to Drucker, call a foul as Elmore takes the pass in the corner. He missed the air ball shot. Issel out of there to Averett. Kentucky run out again. Averett going by Boosie. Between the legs dribble. The Bird still trying to attack. He likes the fast game. Now Averett takes it to the right side. He keeps waving to that offense. He fires a quick one. It's off the rim. Gilmore tracks it down. Ball goes out of bounds to the... His action to McGinnis. Roberts fights through to him. McGinnis over to Keller. Keller's got it working now. He drives, he shoots, and it rolls off of there. The ball was tipped on the rim by the Indiana offensive player as Averett goes by Keller. Here's the Bird on the move. Now he slows up a little bit. Takes it into Roberts one-on-one on McGinnis. Shot up. Won't go for Roberts, and Hillman clears the board. Out to McGinnis. McGinnis is going to bring it up slowly. 38-35 Kentucky. But they've slowed up right now in that scoring. Keller driving off to Hillman. 18-footer. His shot is an air ball. Here's McLean. Gilmore's down on the break. McLean digs in. Takes it all the way. Leaves it for Averett in the corner. Averett goes for the basket. Pumps it up there, and it's good.
Great shot by Bird that time. He used a lot of English on the backboard. This Louis Dampier over there taking a well-deserved blow.
Okay, for Averett, that's the fourth point, and Kentucky goes up by 5. It's Bill Keller, number 11. Over to Boosie. Knight circling. They're trying to go to the rookie Moore. Boosie misses the three-point play, and they got a force out called on the clock. And with 2:10 remaining on the clock in the second quarter, the score, Kentucky 40, the Indiana Pacers 35.
Just about 1 year too early.
The pass goes inside. McGinnis drives, and there'll be a foul on Kentucky as he missed the driving shot.
Really going to that hoop hard. There's no stopping him. He's so strong anyway that you really have to be ready for him coming.
Gilmore did not like that call. He sat on the floor and beat forward with 2:06, and he hits another one. Bird Averett for the Kentucky Colonels. The Bird is in for Louis Dampier. Keller has played a lot of basketball for Coach Bobby Leonard. To Marv Roberts. Gilmore back in there. Now they hit him from McLean. Gilmore is immediately swarmed around. Take it back to Roberts on the perimeter. Back into Gilmore. Cutting by is McLean. Gilmore in a lot of traffic, and the ball is stolen by Boosie. Boosie up the night. He's got a step, and Bird Averett saves it. Knocks it out of bounds. Throws it into Keller. He almost didn't see the pass. Keller working against Averett. Drives left. Gets through on a drive. Fall away jump. Good. 11 for little Billy. 40-39. Kentucky had it 40-35, but with 1:26 to go, Indiana's on the comeback trail. Ron Thomas on the left side. In the corner to McLean. Thomas cuts through. Off the screen by Gilmore. McLean shoots, but it won't go. And there's McGinnis fighting those boards. He comes straight down on the right side. George still seems to have a slight limp from the injury suffered Saturday night. To Billy Keller against McLean. Hillman gives him a screen. Keller, a very tricky little guy. McGinnis being fronted by Roberts. They can't find him right now. A steal by Thomas. Thomas comes out of there, and he fakes the pass to McLean. Gives it in the corner to Teddy. Nobody else is down on the offense. McLean to Averett. Averett has some room into Roberts. He turns, shoots, and got it.
The Colonels have their quick team in there now. All they got to do is get Indiana to miss a few so they can fast break out of there.
Watch Keller here with 38 seconds to go. 42-39 the Colonels. McGinnis trying to set up. He gets the ball. One-on-one against Roberts. McGinnis on a drive. He stops. He fires and got it. It's going to be 14 for McGinnis. Gibby Brown thinks he was charging on the play. 42-41 the Colonels with 20 seconds. The shot clock is off, and Bird Averett walks it up.
Marv Roberts was complaining on that play. He claimed George pushed off in order to get the ball.
Averett with Boosie trying to steal. 7 seconds, and he makes his move. 18-footer is in and out. Thomas Roberts on the follow. Rolls in there.
Great follow-up by Marv Roberts, just as the buzzer was about.
And that's the end of the first half of action between the Kentucky Colonels and the Indiana Pacers. And at halftime, the score is Kentucky 44, Indiana 41. We'll be back in just... Scores unofficially have been Dan Issel with 13, Artis Gilmore and Marv Roberts for 10 apiece. And again, Walt Simon, Marv Roberts has come off the bench. 10 for Roberts. Dampier had 1. Keller, a very good defensive job on Little Louis. They got 6 for McLean and Averett for 4. McGinnis did not score in the work in that second period. Second 12 minutes of action, he had 14 points in that second quarter. Billy Knight for 6. We got 11 for Keller. Darnell Hillman played a very fine game in the first half for Indiana with 8, and Kevin Joyce for 2. Billy Keller, good time again tonight. As he's here for the Colonels, we've got the opening tip-off for the second half. Hillman and Gilmore, the tip forced out of bounds. Kentucky McGinnis matching up as McLean takes the ball to the left corner into Issel. McGinnis got the hand in his back to Will Jones. Jones to Gilmore. They've got him isolated on Hillman. Artis coming around. He turns and hooks, and it came off the rim. Jones there on the follow. Lays it in.
Real nice play. Both Issel and Gilmore, they're playing a double low post in there. They're really going to try to get that ball in there low and score.
First two for Will Jones. Kentucky 46-41 as Billy Keller. Indiana, the little spark plug. He gets loose for a moment, but he gets it up tonight. Billy Knight, the rookie from Pittsburgh, has had quite a year. To George McGinnis, backing in one-on-one. Tonight, he's open out front over Issel. He rolls it off the rim. Good defense, Issel. Dampier up to Issel. He almost had a step, but he loses the basketball. Back to the Indiana Pacers. The pass.
Scoring when they can come down and set it up and get it inside there. One of the big guys.
Keller tonight. Back to Billy Keller, and Keller is always on the move. He's almost perpetual motion. Hillman to Keller across tonight. McGinnis getting his position in that right corner. Going for the basket. The big guy. Double fake on Will Jones, and he rejects his shot out of bounds.
He's been getting in foul trouble in this playoff.
McGinnis into Hillman. Back to Big George. And Jones is reaching in on the arm. Will Jones for foul number 3. Before we were halfway through the first quarter. Hillman, Joyce, McGinnis, Hillman whipping it quickly. Back to Joyce. McGinnis holding that ball in one big hand. He backs, turns, gives it to Hillman. 15-footer is there. Both teams have scored 2 points in the third. Kentucky 46-43. Ted McLean setting up the Kentucky offense to the left side. Dan Issel in low. Turnaround jump one-hander. It's an air ball. Knocked away. McGinnis has it for Indiana. McGinnis slowly starts up, flips the pass over to Keller. Billy Keller's got his step and his move. Dampier knocks it away, but he fouled him. 2 for Keller. He's from outside the three-point line. He hits this one. And Kentucky's lead is only one. 46-45, 10-14 to go. In Indianapolis tonight, Colonels leading the series 3-0. They'd like to wrap it up. Jones loses the ball. Dampier gets it back. He drives the pass off to Will Jones. Little bump there to Dampier. Quick shot in the air. Dampier, it won't go tonight. Issel keeps it alive. Hillman saves it into Billy Knight. They'll give it back to the Kentucky Colonels. Into Gilmore. He turns. He fakes Hillman. He's got it. Spins out of there, and he'll go to the line. This one enough tonight. He really puts a lot of faith in Gilmore when he's going full speed. Gilmore hits the second shot. McGinnis moving. He stops. Double team. Dampier almost got it over to Keller. Keller waits as Joyce circles. To Kevin Joyce. KJ, the bearded one from South Carolina. Joyce holding the ball as Indiana has a wide setup to McGinnis to Keller. Dampier went down. Keller gives it back to McGinnis. Hillman wants the ball in there too. Kentucky by 2 as McGinnis drives on the pick and roll, and it's blocked by Issel out of bounds to Indiana. Good adjustment defensively. And with 9:27 remaining on the clock in the third quarter, the score is Kentucky 47, Indiana 45. Trying to get the pass in is Joyce out front to Hillman. Hillman with the basketball hands to Billy Keller. The little guy has had Indiana going pretty well tonight. To Darnell Hillman. Hillman with a shot clock running down to 2 seconds. Knight drives and he lays it in.
Great play, Van. The time was running out. Billy Knight took it in there, laid it high up over Artis Gilmore's outstretched hand.
He ties at 47-all with 9:07 in quarter number 3. Louis Dampier takes the pass to Gilmore on a medium post. Off to Issel. Long one is good. 15 for Dan Issel, and Hubie Brown, rather relaxed, watches the action right now. He doesn't stay that way very long, I'll guarantee you. Knight rolling it off to Hillman. He's got a good short jumper in there. Kentucky defense falling back a little right now.
Looks like the big men are taking over all the scoring in this part of this third quarter.
49-all with 8:41. Dan Issel with the ball to Will Jones. Knight went for the steal. He didn't get it to Issel driving. Another jumper for the big man. Good.
Big fella's hot now.
17 for Dan Issel on the perimeter one-hander. Billy Keller controls for Indiana. 51-49 Kentucky, 8:27, number 3. Keller feeds it to Knight. Joyce cuts by. Knight hits it in the corner. McLean's there with him. KJ on the move. McLean worrying him. He shoots it. No good. Issel keeps it alive. He tips it to Dampier. Now Kentucky's got the break. The lanes are full. Will Jones on the move. Laid it in.
Strong play by Will that time. He took it right up and over George. George didn't try to go up and block it. I think that knee is bothering him. He can't jump like he usually does.
Kentucky getting out of there on the break a little better now. We'll have to look for that facet from here on. As Hillman with the ball out high, McGinnis looking low. He's got it. McGinnis off of a pick. He drives, missed the shot. Issel for Kentucky. Colonels 53-49. Dampier. Jones is in that lane, but Knight cut off the pass. Dampier drives through. He stops, shoots, and it came off. Will Jones, Hillman gets it off. Dampier has 1 point. Keller coming back for Indiana. He's the guy who can bring them back a lot of times. To McGinnis driving through. He loses it. Dampier's got a hand on it. Dampier coming down again on the break. Gives it to McLean. McLean faking Joyce to Jones. Jones to McLean. Stops, 20-footer, and it's no good. Rebound as Gilmore never came under that time by McGinnis to Keller. Keller running down. Dampier trying to stop him. A three is no good, and Gilmore's there again. Gilmore out to McLean. They're really running the Pacers. The lanes are full again. Off to Jones. He stops. No shot there. Issel comes through. He gets it, and Joyce will be called for a foul. Dampier to McLean. He fakes Boosie. McLean can't go through. And he gives it up to Will Jones. Thomas circling in low along with Issel. Back to McLean. Kentucky shot clock at 20 seconds. Here's McLean to Will Jones. Dampier cuts through. He gets the pass, but he has to fight for control. Indiana. Kentucky gets the ball out of bounds. Dampier to McLean. His bank shot is in there.
That was a kind of unusual bank. You very rarely see a guy bank one from right in front of the basket. He was kind of right in front off to the side.
Boosie controls the ball for Indiana. Boosie out front, the 6'4 guard. McGinnis is back in with Jones. Boosie flips over to Knight. Kentucky 55-49. McGinnis has it in good low position. He missed another jump shot. He gets the ball back. Thomas goes for control. It's knocked out of bounds. Knight to Keller to McGinnis low. He does a spin job, but he took steps that time. Something he just came out to explain as Elmore will come back in. McLean to Issel to Will Jones. Issel gets it in the corner. Fakes that one-hander. Now he takes it, but it didn't go. Thomas gets it back. He saves it, but McGinnis gets control. Issel and McGinnis go down. McGinnis driving, and Will Jones fouls him in backcourt. That was 55-51 with 6:02 and Ted McLean. Louis Dampier. Jones, Thomas, and Issel. Jones with the ball. Dampier trying to shake Keller. That's a tough job. Thomas with the ball to Louis Dampier. He cuts and drives. Backs up a little bit. Issel guarded by McGinnis. Gets it. He fakes. He turns. He hooks and banks it in.
That old UK center move came out of him in there that time. He gave a couple of real good fakes and went to the bank from the wrong side.
Averett and Elmore still wait to get in as Hillman takes the ball high. Gives it to Billy Keller, cutting by. On the cut series, he stops. He shoots. Missed it. Rebound McGinnis. He puts it back up there. Got it. 18 for McGinnis. 57-53, Kentucky with 5:22. Hubie Brown is arguing at Norman Drucker. Has a coach ever been thrown out of the championship game and then his team win it? McLean across to Jones. Jones driving on Knight, stops, gives it in low to Issel. Issel's faking the hooker, off to Jones, out of the corner. He shoots and misses. Rebound by Hillman. Hillman overhead pass out to Billy Keller. He waits for the offense to catch up. Little Billy, long pass to Boosie. Drives into the defense. That's a free-throw lane. He banked it in.
They really let Busey penetrate kind of far that time. He was below the foul line that time. He had an easy banker.
57-55, Kentucky 4:44, and Indiana's making a move. Dan Issel takes it to Will Jones. Issel cuts through. Jones doesn't hit him. Jones gets by Knight. Will passes to Issel. He goes up and he's...
all year. You know, with the added playing time he got late in the season, it's really helped him out.
59-55 as Issel adds another one, but Boosie on the move to Elmore. He's open out at the top, and he shoots it good.
The big guy presents a lot of problems for Artis. He's got to go out and play him. He's a really good shooter from out there at the top of the key, around the foul line.
First two for Elmore tonight, and Kentucky's lead is back to only two. Dampier to Issel. Gilmore circling on a high post. Issel to Will Jones. Now to Bird Averett. Issel cutting in low. They've got him cut off to Will Jones to Dampier. He's got a shot, and he hit it. First good shot he's had practically tonight, and he has his third point.
Well, if you notice, Billy Keller just went to the bench, and Louis immediately took advantage.
A sigh of relief from Louis Dampier. 61-57, Indiana sets it up. In the corner to Kevin Joyce. Joyce with the ball overhead. Issel fronting Knight. They take it to Hillman. Swing it to Boosie in the corner to Knight. Knight pumps the shot. It doesn't go. There's Will Jones for Kentucky. Jones in a bit of traffic back there in backcourt to Louis Dampier. Dampier up to Issel. He's got a half step out of the corner. Shot goes for Dan Issel of the Colonels.
Boy, if you give him a half a chance to set up, if Dan can plant both those feet, you can count him tonight. He's really got the hot hand.
McGinnis will move back in. 63-57. Kentucky has the edge on the Pacers with 3:22 and number 3. Boosie in low to Hillman. Hillman backing in on Gilmore. He gets through. He put it up, missed it. Rebound almost by Will Jones. We got all and a few others as the shot is up and in by Hillman again. 63-59, Kentucky advantage with 3:12 in the third period. Fourth game, Kentucky leads 3-0. They'd like to win a championship in the ABA, first time ever in the history of the Louisville franchise. With the ball is Marvin Roberts over to Averett. Averett to Gilmore. He gets away from Elmore for a moment. Goes up for that jump one-hander, banked it in.
He just seems to dominate over Elmore. Every time Elmore comes out there, he scores a bad basket immediately.
65-59 Kentucky with 2:49. Now they go on the defensive end as Indiana takes the offense to Boosie. Boosie coming across. They've got it spread out real wide. Joyce in low to Elmore. Issel defending. One-hander. Elmore's got another one. 4 for Lenny Elmore. Kentucky's lead back to 4. With the ball is Bert Averett. Calls play series number 3 for the blue team, Kentucky. Averett passes to Roberts. Gilmore is back in low. Dampier in the corner. He gets it, shoots quickly, hit it.
More than Keller gave him before, and he's popping that shot right in there.
Boosie going one-on-one against Keller. Hands tonight back to Boosie. Against Averett it is for Kentucky defensively as Boosie cuts to the inline left. He's cut off on the play. Take it into Hillman. He's getting good low position. Dr. Dunk missed the jump shot. Gilmore high in the air. Really going for the rebound. And they'll be if they could wrap this one up.
Van, I think you mentioned it earlier about the college teams and the freshman.
Into Ron Thomas to Louis Dampier. He's got that moment for the shot, and it's going to bounce off. Rebound George McGinnis. McGinnis coming out on the pass, outlet Boosie. Indiana not running as much on the break tonight. They haven't made that big run on the fast break at Kentucky like they've done earlier, especially Saturday. Elmore as McGinnis is back in low with Roberts on him tonight. Back to Elmore. Elmore swings it to Boosie. They go to the right perimeter. Driving through Joyce, shoots it on the run. Good.
Boy, McGinnis and Roberts are really going at it in there. He's not as able to move around as quickly, McGinnis, and he's really pushing Roberts all over the place trying to get the ball.
67-63. Kentucky leads with 1:18, and Averett setting up his action out front. Dampier cuts through. Averett looking for Roberts now. Roberts being guarded by Knight. They've cut off the play, and Averett has the ball almost stolen by Boosie, but he gets it back. Here goes the Bird, the left-hander to Roberts. Roberts with 8 seconds on the shot clock, missed the jump shot. Averett gets it back. It's blocked out by Elmore, but Dampier gets it back to Roberts. He comes across on the hook, and it's off the rim. Rebound by Billy Knight. Knight coming out on the break. Now Indiana's running. Knight across to Joyce. He stops. Averett got him. The shot will not go. 65 on Indiana.
Can't count these bases out. They stay right there.
Bird Averett will set up Kentucky's action. Here's the Bird faking to Gilmore. Averett holds the ball away, gives to Louis Dampier. Indiana picking up more aggressively on defense. We've got too much defense by Lenny Elmore. Over 50% from the line, right at 56, 58%. Don Boosie with the ball, bouncing it left-handed. Boosie just trying to find a little time there with 20 seconds, the shot clock down to 13. They usually go to McGinnis in this situation. Boosie fakes to him. Can't get it to McGinnis, to Elmore. Elmore goes to the side. He shoots and hits. Elmore for 6 points with 6 seconds. Dampier to Averett. He stops with 4 seconds to Dampier. Fires a quick 3, and it's off the rim. There's the end of the third quarter of action. And here in the Market Square Arena, the score, Kentucky 69, the Indiana Pacers 67. 89 are here. The crowd noise here. Gilmore will be jumping against Elmore. The tip goes to Kentucky. Louis Dampier. Kentucky's controlled the tip very well tonight. Dampier coming across on a left-handed dribble. Dampier with Joyce reaching for the ball. Over to Roberts. Roberts to McLean. McLean to Gilmore. Gilmore backing up on Elmore. His jump shot banks it up, and it didn't go. The rebound by George McGinnis comes out with that slight limp. McGinnis is into front court. And we've got it across to Boosie. Hillman has 17 rebounds. Gilmore 13 in the game as Elmore to Joyce. Joyce looking for McGinnis. He'll get it a lot more. He pumps it up, and it's rolling in there. 20 points for George McGinnis. And Indiana ties it up at 69-all. 11:20 to go in tonight's basketball game. Ted McLean. McLean one-on-one against Boosie. Dampier and Issel in low. Dampier cuts off the pick. They're trying to get him more shots to Issel. McGinnis knocks it away out of bounds to the pass. Here goes Elmore. He flips it up. No good. Gilmore made him miss it. McLean comes back to Dampier. Issel's down on the corner. Dampier stops, shoots. Missed it. Roberts put it in on the rebound.
Good follow shot by Marv Roberts. He got that good position underneath and got that rebound and stuck it back in.
Bobby Leonard is very irate. He thought his man was foul. On the other end of the court, Joyce looking for McGinnis. He's got it in good low position. McGinnis goes for the basket. Blocked, and a foul will be coming up. 10:43. He missed both of them. And Gilmore has it off for the Colonels. Artis Gilmore to Ted McLean.
That was Big George's first miss of the night. He missed both of them.
Now we've got McLean setting up the action to Marv Roberts. Roberts holding the ball over to Issel. In low to Gilmore, and the pass is stolen to Indiana. Out to Joyce. Joyce trying to run it up. In the corner, McGinnis, a three-pointer. He missed it over the backboard. Kentucky gets it back, and three-pointer would be quite an impetus play. Into Gilmore. Men around him. Artist turns. He fakes. He goes up, and they've got him on the arm. In a trade during the season. Gilmore's free throw is off the rim, and McGinnis takes it for Indiana. McGinnis to Keller, and the little guy is dangerous on those three-pointers late in the game. Billy Keller to Billy Knight. Knight, a rookie from Pittsburgh, starts across. Issel's giving him room out that high. McGinnis wants it out high. He's got it against Roberts to Elmore. Elmore turns, shoots, and got it. Lenny Elmore for Indiana for 8 points. He's leading them here in the second half in the scoring department.
He's presenting some problems for Gilmore. Gilmore has to go out there and play him, and Gilmore wants to stay close to that basket where he can get those rebounds.
72-71, and Kentucky by one. 9:37 in the game, and Marvin Roberts fakes to Dampier in the corner to Issel, in low to Gilmore against Elmore. Back to Issel. Issel takes it to Roberts. He drives into the defense. He goes up. He gets the ball back again. The ball is knocked out of bounds by McGinnis, and Kentucky will get it. And Roberts is really angry.
Hey, it looked like he changed his decision. It looked like...
To Indiana, up to Billy Knight. He floats one from 20 feet. He's in and out. Rebound by Knight. He put it in. And Indiana leads 73-72. 10 points for Billy Knight. 9:15 to go. And a new ball game. McLean.
Man, we've heard about one play changing a game around. That was a big one.
Issel across to Roberts. 18-footer. It's off the rim. Gilmore tips it back to Roberts. He shoots again. It won't go. Rebound by McGinnis. McGinnis leading the break, and they're going wild in Indianapolis now. There he goes, off the night. He laid it up. Good.
You can hear that crowd. They're really trying to get behind their paces. Hubie Brown's going to take a timeout. He wants to talk it over. Hear what's going on.
We've got Indiana on defense. Issel takes it for Kentucky. Over to Bird Averett, or to McLean. Averett right out of there now. As Issel drives, he puts the shot up. On the rebound, Billy Knight for Indiana. Knight starts out of there with it. McGinnis wants that basketball. Here he comes. George McGinnis for Indiana. He's moving. Roberts falls back. McGinnis hits it.
Big George knows when to take over the game. He's that type of player, though. He can give them that big impetus when they need it.
8:16. Indiana 77, Kentucky 72. Both teams have had their leads in this game. McLean against Joyce. Kentucky very deliberate on the offense. The noise deafening. Defense. The fans are shouting. McLean to Dampier. Dampier waits for Roberts. Nothing there. Back to McLean. Across to Issel. Into Roberts. He gets away. He put it up. It's blocked by Indiana's wing. Elmore coming out. McGinnis going all the way. He stops. He loses the ball. Picks up. Shoots. The shot is no good. There'll be a foul. Okay, there's timeout on the floor. And with 7:49 remaining in the game, the score as much as 10 points Saturday night, down to the final 10 minutes. 79-72 as Knight adds another one. Ted McLean for Kentucky with 7:44 to the corner into Issel. He gets away. He lays it up. It's blocked, and the rebound taken off by Knight. Knight passes out to Keller. Great play that time by Elmore on defense. Keller making his move. Dampier cut off, and
where he can score in here low.
McLean to Roberts. Roberts looking for Issel or Gilmore in there low. Back to McLean in the corner to Issel to McLean. Gilmore moving on the post. He gets the ball and he dunks it. Backhanded.
That's the short 2 points. Every time they can get to him, he's been doing a great job against Elmore all night. That's the play that they need.
79-74 Indiana with 7:08 in the game. And Bill Keller making the move to the left. That's the side he likes to go. McGinnis in low. He's wheeling in. He turns. He pumps it. And it comes off. Gilmore's got it in his big hand. Gilmore over to McLean, up to Dampier. They push it up quickly. Dampier cuts, drives. He gets through for Roberts. He hooks it up. No good. A foul. Little dynamite, we call him. Number 11 to the left side. Over to Knight. Billy Knight pushes the ball to Elmore. Underneath, we've got a lot of contact. Elmore to McGinnis. McGinnis moving on Roberts. McGinnis wheeling and driving. He stops. Gives it back to Elmore. A long one in the air. Off the rim. Rebound by Kevin Joyce. McGinnis gets the ball back. Dampier reaching for the steal. McGinnis keeps it away. Keller picks up the loose ball. Keller dribbling, low to the floor. 22 seconds on the shot clock. Keller stops, a three-pointer. He's got it.
That was a big play that time. Billy Keller came back with a big one. After it looked like an apparent foul on McGinnis, he came back with the big three-pointer. Puts him up by 6.
Indiana 82-76, 6:04. McLean looking for Gilmore. They've got it on the post to the big man. He's triple teamed out of bounds to Kentucky. Gilmore passes into Issel. Issel trying to get rid of that ball to Roberts against McGinnis. He pushes him. Roberts shoots. It won't go. And the rebound, McGinnis out to Joyce. Good break for Indiana. Joyce, nice to the basket. Out of bounds. 26 seconds in the shot clock into Keller to McGinnis, rolling in low. He pumps the shot up, and it's in and out. Gilmore again is above everybody. Out to McLean. Kentucky run out on the break. Indiana's back. McLean stops, fakes to go through. Now he holds up. They're setting up on the deliberate offense. Into Issel. Issel to Roberts. He goes up, and McGinnis knocks it away. We've got Indiana coming the other way. Joyce off to McGinnis. He drives. He rolls. He loses the ball. Keller picks it up. He fires. He's missed it. And there's Keller coming right back for Indiana. Put it in.
Really tough shot. Keller shot that one off balance, off the wrong foot, and banked it right in there.
84-76 with 5:10 to go, and Billy Keller has been the big difference for Indiana tonight. Dampier to Dan Issel. Issel holds the ball over his head. Back to Louis Dampier. To Issel driving. He lays it up. No good. And McGinnis on a push. That's 4. Throw is up, and it rolls around. No good. McGinnis has it off for Indiana. McGinnis gives to Keller, and little Billy Keller will make the move up. Billy Keller from Indianapolis and Purdue. Keller hands tonight with 4:50 to go. Kentucky down by 7. The scoreboard says go. Keller's got his step. He dribbles it off to Joyce. No shot there. 15-second shot clock. Elmore swinging. Gilmore on him tough. Back to Keller. He moves. He drives through. Lays it up. Blocked. Out of bounds by McLean. Dampier tried to save it. It's going to be thrown in by Kevin Joyce. Keller cuts through, but the pass tonight. Issel measuring him defensively. Knight drives. He has to give it up to McGinnis. 6 seconds to the shot clock. He drives into Will Jones. Shoots. And it doesn't go. Gilmore for the rebound. Passes to Dampier. Kentucky up to McLean. McLean stops and fires. 20. Good.
Fine shot. He had Issel underneath the basket. It would have had to have been a perfect pass that time. He made the right choice. Took an easy jumper.
84-79. Indiana leads Kentucky with 4:10 to go. And Keller's going to take some time off the clock. Keller drives to the left side. Dampier tracking him down. Keller flips to Knight. Knight with the ball. Fakes to Joyce and hands to Elmore. Lenny Elmore takes it back front tonight. McGinnis in good low position in the corner to Joyce. Right back to McGinnis. 7 seconds to the shot clock. Driving Joyce. Put it in easily. Kevin Joyce.
That's the thing I think that makes McGinnis so valuable. Everybody watches him, Van, and there's nothing you can do. He passes that ball off exceptionally well.
Ted McLean into Dan Issel for Kentucky. A fall-away jump. It won't go. And Knight has the rebound. That's a big possession for Indiana with 3:35 in this basketball game. 86-79, the Pacers, and Keller walks it up. Well, there's still plenty of time. But Kentucky's going to have to get it going a little better offensively as McGinnis gets the ball in the corner. He comes around on the drive to Elmore out of the corner. He's got it. And the scoreboard shows the story. Indiana 88, the Kentucky Colonels 79 with 3:13 remaining. And Indiana has come back fast. And Ted McLean gets it back. He brings it up for the Colonels to Louis Dampier. Out of the corner, shoots. It won't go. Issel's got it back. He hooks and it banks it in.
Strong offensive move that time. That's what the Colonels are going to have to do. They're going to hit those offensive boards. They've got to get second shots every time.
Kentucky down by 7, 88-81, 2:47 in the game, and Billy Keller. Keller against Dampier to Billy Knight. Knight holding the ball. Now goes into the dribble, under the Joyce. He's got a step on the drive. He pumps it up. It's going to miss, but a Kentucky down by 9. It's a 3-point lead, the ABA, as McLean takes it into Gilmore, and Joyce is guilty of a push for number 4. 3-0. Pass into Louis Dampier. Keller up tight on him. Dampier driving, can't go anywhere. To Issel. Issel takes it in low to Gilmore. He turns. They knock it away. Roberts turns, shoots, hits. And they're going to call a 3-second. Bill Keller starts it up with 2:15. 90-81 for Indiana. Little Bill, number 11. Louis Dampier on him. And Keller's killing time on the clock now. He almost loses the ball. Indiana shot clock down to 15 seconds. They're trying to freeze it a little bit. Keller driving and will stop it for a foul call. George McGinnis for Indiana. Keller cutting to the corner. He's trying to come by and get it now. Keller gets the ball out front. Bobby Knight is giving him instructions real close over there. The shot clock at 19 seconds. Game clock 1:45. 90-81. Dampier and Keller. He loses the ball. And McLean gets the ball.
That one was pretty close. Dampier did a good job. He flicked it out of his hand. Ted had a shot at it. Keller had a shot. They were tussling for the ball, but the foul was on Ted McLean.
The pass is into McGinnis. McGinnis holds the ball away from Roberts. Time going down with 25 seconds, 1:35 in the game. McGinnis drives it into Knight. He gets away. He goes up. He comes down with the ball and steps or falls. Kentucky gets the behind the back dribble. McLean going for the basket. He loses the ball. Knight comes out of there with it. Up to Keller. Keller shoots it good.
That one might have salted it away for them. They're 11 points down now. They've got to get some quick three-pointers up here. Colonels look like they're going to call timeout. They've got to figure a way to get 11 points in 9.
Louis Dampier on a three. He got it. A three-pointer by Louis Dampier. 92-84, Indiana lead. Keller's got it on the move. He gets a step. Issel after him, but Keller's not going anywhere. He circles and comes back out. He loves to play this role. Knight back to Keller. 1:04 to go. He gets through. He's not going to shoot it. Out front to Joyce. 14 seconds on the shot clock. To Elmore. Elmore holds the ball away. Give it to Joyce. Joyce faking tonight. And putting up the charge in Indiana. Joyce with 2 seconds on the shot clock to Keller. He throws a long one. It's no good. Rebound Gilmore. Loses it out of bounds. When Indiana got the lead, they really went wild in here, and the Pacers begin to click. McLean goes up for the shot. He loses the ball. He gets it back. He fires a long three. It didn't go, and Keller has the rebound. Little belly coming out of there. Billy Keller for the Indiana Pacers. Throws the pass to George McGinnis with 29 seconds. McGinnis in a limp coming across. He feeds to Joyce. Joyce will not shoot the ball. The shot clock at 17 seconds. Driving underneath Joyce. He's wide open, and he missed the layup. Gilmore's got it out to Dampier with 16 seconds to tempt McLean. He goes for the basket and lays it up. No good. Goaltending on Billy Knight. And Hubie Brown hasn't given up. He's telling his team how to set up on defense. It's 92-86 with 11 seconds. Kentucky down by 6. Doesn't look like there's enough time. Billy Knight, Robertson, Dampier double teaming to McGinnis with 7 seconds, and they're counting down. Ball is knocked away out of bounds. The pass is in tonight. Knight shoots a long one. It's no good. And the game, playoff game number 4, the Indiana Pacers get a victory over Kentucky, 92-86. We got 20 tonight for Keller. Kentucky led by Dan Issel with 26. Gilmore added 18. Want to thank our crew from W.